Homicide member 5UNNER tweets, ASAP Rocky not letting Carti drop, suggesting that ASAP Rocky himself is not allowing Playboi Carti to drop his album, with things not being made any better after a 2025 Playboi Carti x Cash Cobain song leaked, not only leaving Cash Cobain upset, but concerning fans as leaking such a new song may disrupt the release of the album. So it has once again been a very hectic past couple of days for the delusional Carti community, and I'm not even gonna waste the time, so let's just get straight into it. So firstly, we would get a hint from Belu and Zeus, probably the funniest reaction duo on YouTube, as they would say on stream that they have some sort of surprise in regards of Carti. Let me play you the clip.
The date's supposed to come out?
The yacht. You know what? We got something for y'all. If what happens, if Carti don't boo, I promise we got something for y'all.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you didn't know, these two are some of the OGs in the kind of hip-hop content community, as they were pretty much the first people, even before like Aiden Ross, to have rappers in their videos, basically paving the way for people like Playboi Max in the current day. So with this being quite a big thing of theirs, fans thought that they were suggesting Carti may pull up to one of their streams. However, I will gladly bet everything I own that this will not be happening. Like, let's be real, Carti turning up to a Twitch stream, be serious. Aiden Ross offered him like 2 mil and he's still only turned up for like 5 minutes. And a bunch of blog pages would repost this clip with the replies just absolutely clowning anyone, and even Belu and Zeus for believing such a thing. And then we had this skit from Swamp Izzo, who is like that guy that does all the voices on that Carti tracks, and had previously confirmed multiple times that the album is dropping in 2024. Well, he was asked again in a TikTok when the album is dropping, where he just ran away.
No, but listen, I got this album coming out, man. I Am Music, Playboi Carti. Don't worry, the album is on the way.
So when is Carti dropping that album?
Carti's dropping the album.
Well, I'm glad to see it looks like the album is dropping very soon, I guess. Like, yeah, we're cooked. Even Swamp Izzo doesn't know anymore. Anyways, so this brings us on to literally last night, where we had this Cash Cobain song leak. It is an entire 5-minute song with a 1-minute verse from Carti, all recorded in 2025, meaning it is very recent. Now, with this being the most recent kind of song we've gotten from Carti, it actually concerned a lot of fans because most people didn't seem to like it. Terrible, garbage, yes, fell off just like Uzi. Holy F, someone crucify Swamp Izzo, bro. I don't want to hear his mid-ass tags throughout this song. Dish ass dead. Now, obviously, not all the replies are negative. I'm just picking out the negative ones. There was a couple of people. Well, it was like a pretty decent split. But personally, I think it was pretty ass. Even I replied to one of the tweets saying, yeah, just keep the album, bro. Because that is not the sort of stuff I want to be hearing after a 5-year wait. This is why like the anticipation for the album has also kind of ruined it, because we know Carti talking about hoes, money, cars, substances is not enough for a 5-year wait. Like, it's not like Travis Scott or Kanye with this crazy production and so many features and so much goes into it. Nah, Carti's just rapping on beats, bro. Anyways, after this is when we would get the tweet from the Homicide member 5UNNER saying, ASAP not letting Carti drop, with the I don't know emoji. And by the way, fun fact, this is the same 5UNNER that a couple of years back sold a Playboi Carti song to leakers and then had Bino, Homicide Bino, try cover for him by saying it's an AI song. So yeah, this is the kind of people we're dealing with here. With it looking like ASAP Rocky, the owner of the Orge label under Interscope Records, is not allowing Playboi Carti to drop. But does this pretty big accusation actually hold any theory? Well, let's delve into it. So Carti signed to ASAP Rocky in 2016, and since he signed, he has really had no issue with him dropping ever. Some of you may remember the little spat they had, I think it was in 2022 or 2023, when Rocky posted a song featuring Carti called The Lights to his Instagram in full, with then some Opium affiliates deciding to attack attack Rocky on Twitter for supposedly leaking a song that was supposed to drop, even though it was a very old song that would have never in a million years seen an official release. This was like kind of like, I don't know, I don't say baby voice, kind of like die-lit voice. And you're telling me Carti was gonna drop that on his most recent album, even though he didn't even want to drop something like All Red, which was recorded like a year ago. Like, Carti doesn't seem to like to release old music is what I'm getting at here, so this would have never dropped and it was just over nothing. A silly spout which wasn't even between Carti and Rocky themselves, just Carti's sidekicks trying to start drama. So why is now Rocky in 2025 supposedly trying to stop Carti from dropping? Well, honestly, the only thing I could think of is because Rocky is now beginning to roll out his album Don't Be Dumb after he beat his case of shooting A$AP Rocky, his first album in 7 years, meaning it could be dropping very soon, and he doesn't want Carti to take the attention away from him. But okay, let's say this is true. How much power does Rocky actually hold over Carti from a legal/label perspective? Rocky does not have more say than an Interscope. Fellows just trying to make an excuse in case Carti don't drop before them refunds gotta go out, which I think kind of perfectly disproves this theory that Rocky is stopping Carti from dropping. If Carti wanted to drop, you know Interscope is getting that thing on streaming platforms the next day. Rocky's power as the head of Orge is pretty much nothing when Interscope actually owns everything. I would say like Rocky's power is like more like management. Like he can suggest for Carti to do certain things and is a great cosign, but like a legal label perspective, if Carti tells Interscope he wants to drop, they're letting him drop. Rocky has no say in this. Now we would have many people either clouding the situation or just saying it isn't true at all. Rocky's album that will never drop is delaying Carti's album that will never drop. I'm so sure 5 Under would know why Carti isn't dropping, which is actually a pretty good point. Why would this guy who isn't even in and around Carti's close group know anything about this? It's just rage bait and attention farming at this point. He's like the second coming of Lil 88 who dissed Yeet for no reason. And the fan page that Carti himself follows on IG, Rise of Carti, would then say that this is supposedly not true. Now why would Orge prevent Carti from dropping his album? He's the only artist on that label worth any money, lol. With this tweet being quite interesting, as fans in the comments kind of discussed the idea that basically they don't want Carti to not only disturb Rocky's rollout, but for Carti to drop first, do crazy numbers and completely outshine Rocky from a number standpoint, such as streams and first week sales. Because if Carti drops first and he sells 300k, then Rocky drops the next week and sells 150k, well then everyone's going to just be talking about how Carti destroyed Rocky numbers wise. Whereas if Rocky drops first, gets all the attention, gets all the limelight, spotlight, then you know people move on and then just focus on Carti after, not comparing the two. However, as this reply said, Carti's album money wise is worth 100x what A$AP Rocky's is, so if anyone had a brain they would have put Rocky's shit on hold and let Carti drop, which again makes sense. Carti is about to drop such a humongous album, just so much hype and attention, even if a large majority of fans are claiming to be over the entire thing, which I get. However, when it does actually drop, everyone will be tuning in, no matter what you say now. So yeah, I don't know why 500 even said that, as if you would know that kind of information in the first place, but the theory I guess could make sense, but not really if the labels were trying to make money, as it should be the other way round. The label should be putting Rocky's stuff on hold to let Carti drop first, unless Carti is like delaying his album for Rocky's out of like respect for him because he's like an OG, since Rocky of course put him on back in the day. So Carti's like, hey, you did a laugh at me Rocky, I'll take over the team to let you have your moment, I owe you one. Because of course we all know how much of a great human being Carti is, right? I mean, he actually was spotted with Onyx the other day, which I don't know if that was an old photo or what, but that stuff blew up on the timeline. Anyway, so we have like 2 more Fridays till Carti has to drop, as of course the merch bundles have to ship before the 12th of March, so either he dispatches them this week on Monday, like the following Monday, so the album drops on the 7th of March, or he sends out the merch bundles next week. The deadline is Wednesday, but he can still drop the album on the 14th of March. He just has to dispatch all the bundles before the 13th, or before the 12th I think it is. So I guess he's kind of risking it, because if he ships it on the 12th, I think the Wednesday, then like if someone gets the order in 1 or 2 days. They could leak the album because they get the CD, but no one's getting the album, like no one's getting the delivery in 1 or 2 days. I think he can safely ship all the bundles on the Wednesday and still drop on Friday with no issues. I mean, we even have Borussia Dortmund trying to pressure Carti into dropping. Like, we are really getting desperate. I think we've been desperate for the past 5 years, to be fair. And honestly, I think reality is beginning to sink in for me, and he will not be dropping in March. The refunds will be hitting and we're going to be back to stage 0. Funny enough, a couple months ago, A$AP Rocky actually had to refund all his pre-orders for his album. So yeah, we can safely bet that this will also be happening with Carti's orders. As if he was going to drop, I think we'd have heard something from him by now, not just these billboards, which anyways have not appeared in the past 3 days, so I think that whole thing is over too. Or what if maybe the silence from Carti is actually his way of preparing an announcement and building hype? Yeah, I'm just gonna end the video there, you know, getting a bit too delusional. Hope you guys enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, and let me know what you think. Is Rocky actually stopping Carti from dropping, and do you think Carti will drop in March, or he'll just refund the orders? Have a great day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.